Hey guys, how's it going? Today we're going to be doing a very special Let's Build. We've stepped away from our fantasy kingdom and our vanilla world to step into the world of the Yogscast Complete modded pack and the main server where everybody records their shows, especially the best show on the server, the Cheat Police. That's right, Sips and Sjin and the Rainbow Fortress. We're here and we're about to build Candy Town. Now if you're keeping up with the series, you'll know that we plan to arrest some of the trixiest crims this side of Minecraftia. We're going to punish the cheats and make sure they pay for their crimes with horrible torture and eventual execution. But, like any death row inmate, they need a last meal, and we figured we should probably treat them to the greatest day out ever before they finally snuff it. So, this area right outside the Rainbow Fortress, we think, is the perfect place for us to construct the penultimate theme park, Candy Town. Now, every amazing theme park needs an entrance, and Candy Town is no different. I wanted something fun and happy for the entrance, so I decided to start building this cool clown. And the train should travel right through his mouth and take you directly to the best theme park on the world. I made his hair out of all kinds of different colours because clowns are colourful and cool. And I added smoke too, because smoke is also cool. So, what else? Well, every awesome theme park needs fun. It's the prime ingredient for the perfect day out. So the first thing I built was a factory that could crank out fun. And that's what this place does. Liquid fun is churned out of this place 24/7, so we can keep our death row inmates fully injected with liquid joy. Now I built the base of this corner structure out of stone brick, and those are carpenter steps blocks you can see at the front because I wasn't sure what texture to put on those just yet. Until I had the final build in place and complete, I wasn't sure what would complement the colours and the building motif best at the moment. So I just built up with marble brick, there's basalt there as well, and the stone brick, and I think it's a nice kind of blend of black, grey and white. Now every theme park needs a colour theme, and I figured that Candy Town should be all about rainbow colours. So from pink right the way through to purple, we're making sure that everybody at Candy Town can enjoy the entire colour spectrum while they're having fun. Right, and with the factory almost complete, it was time to think about a kind of workforce to cultivate. Now every theme park needs some guys to run around and clean up the place, to sweep up the trash and the vomit from the rides, and to stop people smoking and doing drugs. And that workforce is going to need somewhere to live and conduct their day-to-day operations. So, I've started to build some cool little huts and a magical tower. And now, when we decide who to hire and who to help us maintain Candy Town, we can give those rude dudes a cool place to live and chill out. So again, I've used these coloured bricks that are part of, I think they're chiseled rainbow blocks or something like that. And I've built the main tower there out of basalt. I've used carpenter slope blocks on the rooftops. And then I've been able to use coloured bricks on the different tiles to give it that cool rainbow tile effect. But for these main houses here, I wanted just to give them a simple thatch effect, so I used hay on those carpenter's blocks. And now it's time to think about last meals. And let's face it, there's only one place anybody who is about to be horribly tortured and executed is going to want to eat their last meal. Chili Wowers, of course! The hottest food, the tastiest dishes, spicy on the way in, spicier on the way out. So I built up this small platform out of stone brick. with dark wooden planks as a platform raised above. I put stairs and a cool entrance, and as you can see there, inverted lamps, 2 red and 1 green, because that's loosely what a chili looks like. And then I was going to build the main restaurant itself. I used logs there, you can see, to build the framework. I filled in that framework with stone brick. I loosely built the structure for the roof, and then I coated that in carpenter's slope blocks. And then once the roof pattern was complete, I painted it with these beautifully ruby red blocks. Now it was time to spam paintings until I got exactly what I was looking for. That's right, the Chili Wowers logo. And bam, once that was in place, it was time to start putting down fences and decorating the side of the restaurant. I used wooden stairs to separate the floors and put a couple of wooden steps over the front entrance, which is also a bright red door. And I used red fence and red upside down sloped blocks as more support and decoration around outside. And you can see me there putting down some cool blood red lamps so that these guys that decide to eat outside when it gets dark can still see what they're doing. Oh hey look, there's a sheep trying to get in on some cheap chili action. Well, don't worry, none of the chilies have arrived yet, so he isn't going to get anywhere. Then it was time to put out some tables for outside, because there's going to be a lot of people that are going to want to eat outside. I mean, look at this. It's a fantastic day. Who wouldn't want to eat outside on a day like this? And then outside of the restaurant, just on the edge of this platform here, I wanted to put a cool garden, because once you've finished your meal, and it's still remember your last day, you're going to want to walk off those calories so that tomorrow you don't have a massive caboose because you found it's gone all to your hips. So I put down some red fences, some stone brick, as the wall for this garden. And then I came back later and put down some different coloured trees. Now there's a whole bunch of stained trees in the mod pack, which are all kinds of different colours. And the theme for Candy Town is very much rainbow. So you can see how I've put down a cool flower arrangement and a yellow, blue, red and green tree. Now you see there up on the hill, what we've built are large Candy Town letters. Just like Hollywood, I figured we should write Candy Town on the hilltop, so that as soon as these guys come through the entrance, they can get all excited because they can see massive letters saying Candy Town, and if I arrive in a place called Candy Town, I'm going to be nothing short of excited. You can see here the liquid fun at the factory. Oh yeah, all kinds of flavours, the best place to eat in town, Chili Wowers, for that last meal, and the garden out front for you to walk off those calories. Now, I also wanted to put down this white picket fence because it looks really cool. And then I came around and added some really happy sunflowers as well, because I figure Candy Town, the happiest place on the planet, is going to want the happiest flowers on the planet, and I think that's sunflowers for sure. Now, we're also going to need, I think, a little more of a village, because we've got a few houses where our workforce can live, but not really enough. So I came back here with some red brick, put down some paths and some gardens, and chiseled into the wall with that red brick these kind of terraced houses that are going to house all of our workforce. Now, just like Willy Wonka has a bunch of Oompa Loompas at the chocolate factory, I figure we could use Oompa Loompas over here at Candy Town. Now that's a layer of wool behind the red brick to give the illusion of a darkness behind. And I used some cool coloured stained glass on the windows to make every single one of these places look a bit different. Oh yeah, and now it's time to swoop in from the Rainbow Fortress and take a look at what we've made. I really can't wait to get our first death row inmates on the train to Candy Town and show them the time of their lives before we end their lives. Got this enigmatic clown that's going to brighten anybody's day just before they come to the theme park. Got the Factory of Fun that's pumping out liquid fun that circulates all the way through the entire Candy Town, so no matter where you go, you're going to get contaminated with liquid fun, liquid joy. And you can see here our Oompa Loompas. These little red bouncing dudes are going to be ferreting back and forth across Candy Town, making sure that everybody is having the time of their lives. But you can't stay in Candy Town forever, so the track is going to come out here and go to the execution grounds. But this has been Let's Build Candy Town. Hit like and favourite and subscribe, check out Cheap Police, and I'll see you guys next time for some more building. Take care.